They did it. They finally did it. After years of Roman Reigns standing tall, after years of tribal domination, after years of every single superstar bowing down to the tribal chief, someone just ended him. And WWE doesn't want you to know who it was. Last night on SmackDown, December 12, 2025, Roman Reigns was left in a broken heap in the middle of that ring. Blood, carnage, chaos. And the most infuriating part? The cameras conveniently cut away. The lights conveniently went out. And now WWE is playing dumb like they don't know exactly who orchestrated this attack. You need to smash the like button right now because what I'm about to expose is going to blow this entire storyline wide open. And if you're not subscribed to RINGMASTER-LIVE, you're missing the only channel that's willing to call out WWE's manipulation and give you the real truth. Hit that subscribe button because we're about to go deep. Let me paint you the picture of what went down last night because WWE's highlight packages are already trying to soften this. Roman Reigns walked into that arena like he owned it, just like he always does. The tribal chief had a microphone in his hand, ready to address his so-called bloodline, ready to remind everyone that he's the head of the table. But here's where everything goes wrong. The lights flickered. Once, twice, then complete darkness. When those lights came back on, there was a figure in the ring, masked, hooded. And before Roman could even react, this mystery attacker hit him with the most devastating spear we've seen in years. But it didn't stop there. Oh no. This wasn't just an attack. This was a statement. Chair shots. One after another. Crack, crack, crack. Roman's back. Roman's legs. Roman's head. The sound echoing through that arena was sickening. And then came the table. They dragged Roman's lifeless body to the corner, set up a table, and put him through it with a powerbomb that made the entire ring shake. The Usos tried to run down for the save. Jimmy and G sprinting down that ramp like their lives depended on it. But here's the thing that nobody's talking about. They were too slow. Almost like they knew this was coming. Almost like they were told to take their time. And by the time they hit that ring, the attacker was gone. Vanished into the crowd. Disappeared like a ghost. Now here's where I need every single one of you to pay attention because this is where WWE thinks you're stupid. They cut to commercial. They came back with Michael Cole looking shaken, telling us that Roman was receiving medical attention. No replays. No slow motion breakdown. No analysis. Just a quick mention and then they moved on to the next segment like the top guy in the company didn't just get absolutely demolished. Do you understand how insane that is? This is Roman Reigns we're talking about. The man who has carried WWE on his back for the last 4 years. The man who main event WrestleMania after WrestleMania. The man who unified the titles and held them for over 1,000 days. And WWE wants us to believe they're just gonna brush past his attack like it's nothing? Comment below right now and tell me if you think WWE already knows who the attacker is. Tell me if you think this is all planned. Because I guarantee you, Triple H and the creative team know exactly who was under that mask. They're just playing games with us, stretching this out, making us wait while they manipulate the narrative. Let's talk about who could have done this because the wrestling world is going absolutely insane with theories right now. And some of these theories make too much sense for WWE to ignore. Theory number 1, The Rock. Think about it. Dwayne Johnson has been teasing a return for months. We all saw what happened at WrestleMania. We all saw the tension between him and Roman. The final boss versus the tribal chief was supposed to be the match, but it never happened the way we wanted it to. What if The Rock is done playing nice? What if he's done with the family politics and he's ready to absolutely destroy his cousin for disrespecting the legacy? The build would be nuclear. The People's Champion coming back to dethrone the tribal chief? Box office gold. Theory number 2, Cody Rhodes. Now I know what you're thinking. Cody just finished his story. Cody already beat Roman. But has Cody really moved on? Think about every promo Cody's cut since WrestleMania. There's always this underlying rage when Roman's name gets mentioned. What if Cody realizes that beating Roman once wasn't enough? What if he needs to end Roman completely to truly finish his story? What if Cody hired someone, orchestrated this entire attack, to make sure Roman never threatens his championship reign again? Theory number 3, and this is where it gets spicy, Solo Sikoa. The Enforcer. The Street Champion. The man who's been doing Roman's dirty work for years without getting the recognition he deserves. What if Solo finally snapped? What if he's tired of being in Roman's shadow? What if he's tired of being told he's not good enough to be tribal chief? A solo sicko heel turn, attacking his own family, claiming he's the real head of the table? That would shatter the bloodline in ways we've never seen. But here's theory number 4, and this one's going to make you lose your mind. Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate, has been suspiciously quiet. No appearances. No mention on WWE programming. What if Brock's been waiting in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to remind everyone that he is the most dangerous man in WWE history? Brock and Roman have unfinished business. Endless unfinished business. And if there's anyone who could brutalize Roman the way we saw last night, it's the same man who broke Undertaker's streak. Drop a comment right now and tell me who you think it is. Give me your theory. Give me your evidence. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, what are you even doing? We're the only channel giving you this level of breakdown and analysis. But let's talk about the bigger picture here, because this attack isn't just about Roman Reigns. This is about the complete destruction of the Bloodline dynasty. For years, the Bloodline has been the most dominant faction in WWE. Roman at the head, the Usos as the muscle, Solo as the enforcer, Paul Heyman as the wise man. They've held every major title. They've ended legends. They've controlled SmackDown with an iron fist. And now they look weak. Now they look vulnerable. Now they look like a family that's falling apart at the seams. Because here's what nobody's talking about: where was Paul Heyman during the attack? Where was the wise man who's supposed to be protecting his tribal chief? Where was the man who always has a plan, who always sees things coming? He was nowhere. Backstage. Conveniently absent. Almost like he knew this was going to happen. I'm telling you right now, there are layers to this story that WWE hasn't even begun to reveal. This mystery attacker isn't working alone. There's a conspiracy here. There's a group of people who want to see Roman fall. And you want to know what really makes me angry? It's how WWE is going to drag this out. They're going to make us wait weeks before we get answers. They're going to tease us with cryptic promos. They're going to show us shadowy figures in the background. They're going to give us false leads and red herrings until we're so frustrated that we don't even care anymore. This is the WWE playbook. Create a mystery. Generate buzz. Get people talking on social media. Get channels like mine making videos. Get the comment sections exploding with theories. And then, when they finally reveal who the attacker is, it'll either be exactly who we thought it was, or it'll be someone so random that it makes no sense and ruins the entire storyline. Remember the anonymous Raw GM? Remember who attacked Hideo Itami? Remember GTV? WWE has a history of starting these mystery angles and then either abandoning them or giving us disappointing reveals. And I swear if they do that with this Roman Reigns attack, the wrestling world is going to riot. So what does this mean for SmackDown going forward? What does this mean for Roman Reigns and his championship pursuits? What does this mean for WrestleMania season that's rapidly approaching? Because let's be real, this attack happened in December for a reason. This attack happened now because WWE is building towards something massive at the Royal Rumble and ultimately WrestleMania. Roman Reigns is going to come back. We know he's going to come back. But when he comes back, he's going to be different. He's going to be vengeful. He's going to be ruthless. He's going to tear through the entire roster looking for answers. And whoever that mystery attacker is, they better be ready for the war that's coming. Because tribal chief or not, Roman Reigns doesn't forget. Roman Reigns doesn't forgive. And Roman Reigns always gets his revenge. Listen to me. If you've watched this far, you need to hit that like button. You need to subscribe to RINGMASTER-LIVE. You need to turn on notifications, because over the next few weeks, we're going to be breaking down every clue, every hint, every piece of evidence that WWE gives us about this mystery attacker. We're going to be analyzing entrance music. We're going to be looking at social media posts. We're going to be connecting dots that WWE doesn't want us to connect. Comment below with #JusticeForRoman if you think this attack was planned by WWE Creative. Comment with #BloodlineBetrayal if you think someone from the Bloodline was involved. Comment with #BeastIsBack if you think it's Brock Lesnar. I'm reading every comment. I'm responding to your theories. This is your channel just as much as it's mine. And share this video everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Discord servers, wrestling group chats, everywhere. Because the wrestling world needs to see this breakdown. The wrestling world needs to understand that WWE is playing games with us, and we're not going to just sit back and accept whatever narrative they're feeding us. December 12, 2025 will go down as the night that changed everything, the night the tribal chief fell, the night the bloodline crumbled, the night that a mystery attacker made a statement that will echo through WWE for years to come. And we're going to be here covering every single development until we get the truth. This is Ringmaster Live, and we'll see you in the next breakdown. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, and acknowledge the chaos that just hit WWE like a freight train.